Hi, my name is Victoria Judd, and this is my informative speech for this week's assignment. The topic that I have chosen is abortion and the stance that I personally have on the issue, which is being that I am against abortion. That I do think that, based on a biblical standpoint, according to Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. That verse is something that I hold on to when it comes to the conception of life inside of a mother's womb. It is a topic in today's society as far as being pro abortion or pro choice. And with tomorrow's election, I think that it's a very important topic to address, and one that I think that you truly have to have your own personal convictions about. The first fact that I would like to present is that abortion can be argued that it is medically necessary. That aborting a child inside of a mother's womb is because it is a fatal situation or the mother's health is at risk. However, those cases are very rare. Actually, according to statistics that I researched, those are less than 1% require a mother to abort her baby based on the chances of a survival for her or for a greater health concern. So I don't feel like that point could be validated in aborting a child. The second aspect is the survival rate of a child born early. Right now, it's obvious that late term abortion is one of those topics that's in the news with tomorrow's pending election. The research that I did says the chances of survival each week after 22 goes up 3%. For example, at 22 weeks, a child only has 0 to 10% chance of surviving outside of the womb. However, when you get to 26 weeks, those chances go to 80 to 90% of a survival rate for that child. While anything over 30 weeks is greater than 95%, and 34 weeks is 98%. That is not stating that there won't be any health issues for the child. However, their survival rate is so high, I cannot fathom why someone would continue to support abortion when those survival rates are in play. The second thing is that you need to know is the number of abortions in America will break your heart. In the year 2010, there were 765,651 abortions reported. That's not counting illegal abortions that took place. That number rose to the highest number from the research that I have done. That number in 2012 was 699,202. It's still an astonishing amount of number if you take into consideration that those child that are aborted. Abortion is a process that I don't think that people fully understand the pain that a child goes through when they are aborted, especially in the late term process. I firmly believe that from conception, a child should have the right to live, the right to succeed, and that the Lord does not make mistakes when He puts a child in. Under very, very rare circumstances, should abortion be the option that a person takes. I am expecting my third child at week number between 10 and 11. I don't exactly remember which week it was. We went to the doctor and we were able to hear our daughter's heart rate. That was a living being. If you have a heartbeat, that is a living being. According to law, if a woman is murdered and they're carrying a child, there are 2 murder charges there, not 1. That is 2 lives that were taken in an incident. I feel like the stance of abortion kind of gets swept under the rug of stay out of my womb, but in reality, most pregnancies are not as a result of rape or a result of just didn't care what personally happened to their body. So I feel like if a mother or a woman does not want that child, I feel like that the adoption should be more of a pressed issue. I believe that if a person is going to have an abortion, they should have to hear a heart rate. And that's my stance on the issue. And whether you agree or don't agree with me, I pray that you still go out and rock your vote tomorrow. Have a great night.